Hello and welcome to This One Thing, a daily video devotional coming to you from First Presbyterian Church of Fort Lauderdale. And together we'll be looking at one text and choosing one thing for you to consider. And we hope that you find this a thought-provoking, encouraging part of your day. There's a coffee shop just around the corner here that Amy and I love to frequent. The coffee is great, and the cookies and other baked treats are pretty incredible. And prior to quarantining and coronavirus and all of this, I really used to enjoy walking down there during the workday and find a spot inside. I'd bring my laptop and just find a quiet corner where I could work when I just needed a change of scenery. And when I would do that, I would notice that people would come into the coffee shop and they'd sit at this very particular table and take pictures of themselves. And this would happen again and again. And this particular table, it had a wall, or it has a wall behind it that's covered from floor to ceiling in paper roses. And it's referred to affectionately as the rose wall. Come to find out, it's become well known here in the neighborhood because it's so Instagrammable. That is, that these pictures taken in front of it look really great when posted on Instagram. I was listening to a podcast recently, and they were interviewing this American architect that was talking about this very phenomenon, that restaurants, coffee shops, other public places were asking for these kinds of Instagrammable design elements in order to attract people into their establishments. They were looking for these elements in the walls or flooring, lighting, design elements, including patterns and colors that would naturally lend themselves to good picture taking. And according to her, at first, this was an exciting development. But now, as time has passed, some of these elements are being repeated over and over because they've got a similar feel. And designers would see what worked well somewhere else, and then they would copy it, or they would recreate those elements. And she said, creatively speaking, it felt like design was stuck in a derivative loop. This repeated pattern. I love that phrase, a derivative loop. It's this loop that's based on prior function, prior ideas or behaviors. In our text today, we return to the story in Numbers of King Balak and the prophet Balaam, which we've been talking about the last couple of days. And if you remember, King Balak, who is the king of the Moabites, has asked the prophet Balaam to curse the people of Israel and bless the Moabites so that they might defeat the Israelites. So in today's text, they prepare 7 altars to make a sacrifice. And after doing this, the king asks the prophet to make his prediction and asks that he will curse the people of Israel. And much to the king's surprise, Balaam goes on to bless the people of Israel. And here's how the king responds. It says, Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? I brought you to curse my enemies, but you have done nothing but bless me." Balaam does exactly the opposite of what Balak requests. But here's the interesting thing, is that if you continue on in reading the story, Balaam is asked to do this 2 more times. Balak continues to ask him to do the same thing, and he gets the same result. And we do this as human beings, right? We get stuck in these loops or these behaviors that we think should work, we know should work, and we can't break away from them. We get stuck in these bad habits or ways of thinking, and we fail to ask, is this the direction God wants me to go? Is this what God wants for me? And so here's the one thing. Where is God trying to push you out of a derivative loop, out of a repeated loop or behavior, in order to show you something new so that you might grow into the person that you were created to be. Today, ask God to show you something new. Be safe. Be well. We'll see you tomorrow.